Gen Earth Runner here, back with another episode of Fresh Fields on the Court Farmers map. Episode 14, I think we are now. Yeah, so it's been a little while since I put an episode out. I actually, about a week, well, just over a week back, I really came down with some mega pestilence. So I've been struggling for quite a while. I've just really struggled with energy to really get myself going. So yeah, it really knocked me out, that did. But yeah, I'm back. And yeah, just picking things up. So I haven't been completely out of action as far as getting things done on the farm. I have been doing a lot of grass work to bring some money in. We're pretty much now at the end of July. I don't know, I can't remember where we were. I think we were at the end of June, or certainly maybe very early July. But so we've gone through July. There wasn't really much going, just grass work jobs. So I've done quite a lot of those. I've made quite a lot of money, to be honest. I am up near 300,000 in the kitty, which is pretty good. I've bought a couple of little bits and bobs as well, which I'll show you when we're back at the farm. But yeah, so I'm just out here at the one of the fields that I've got leased, the canola field. And reason why I'm here is because I'm trying to work out what I can do to kind of get the harvester in here and the header, because it's quite tight to get it in here. There's no way I'm going to get the header through there. It's a 6-meter header. That is not going to happen. So I've somehow got to get the header trailer in here and the right way round to basically bring the harvester in, hook up the header, get the trailer out of the way, and then come in without destroying too much of the crop. I think it's going to be very difficult, because if I get a tractor in here with the header trailer, I don't think I can avoid damaging some of the crop. And this is the only, well, it's not the only way in. There are 2 other ways in, but I'm not going to get the harvester through those other ways either, really. So this is really the only option. And you can see it's a bit of a tight angle to come through, which is why I have to be very careful with the harvester that I opt for, which is why I went for the New Holland that I've got. So I think it's inevitable. I'm pretty certain I'm gonna damage some of this, but then again, I haven't really spent any money nurturing it up to now. I haven't sown it, I haven't fertilized it, I haven't done anything with it apart from pay to have the field. So, which, okay, it's a lot of money to lease it, but that's so I've got to make that back. But effectively, if I damage a few of the crops here, I'll get something out of it, and at least I'll go some way to getting some of that money back, and I'll have a field that I can use next season, effectively. But I think because it's such an awkward field, I was probably going to put grass in here. So I'll have 2 grass fields, the one over near the windmill there, and then this one. And then at least I'll be able to get equipment through this field without really doing too much damage to any precious crop. It's just grass. Obviously, I'm not going to be wheel spinning or, you know, doing handbrake turns all over it. Unlike some of the fields I've seen, grass fields, where some morons have decided to go in there and churn everything up. Which, yeah, great. Thanks, guys. That's really helpful to farmers. But yep, I've seen that in places. But anyway, so yeah, I've actually taken a lease out on this field. It was very cheap. I'm not quite sure why they were wanting to lease it, because it's got a crop in it that's nearly ready to harvest. But whatever. So I've got the lease on this field as well. So we got what is this, field beans, is it? Let's bring the HUD up. Field bean, yeah. So there you can see my oh, I haven't got the clock running, but I just put that up on 2. I turned it off to start filming, and then forgot to start to to turn it on. Right, so yeah, field bean, and we're almost ready. So the 2 fields will be ready to harvest at a similar time. But I think I'll do this one, and then, time permitting, I'll do that one first, and then I'll come through, because I've got a lovely space here to do. And if this has got nothing in it, or next year when this is a grass field, then I've got all of this space here to get through here. There is a gate down somewhere down by those trees there, but again, it's pretty much right up. It's like that. It's right up onto the crop, so there's not really any space to do much with there either. So really, this is a good spot here. And up, I'm not sure it's in this one, but up the end of this field, there's another opening which goes into the field the other side of that hedge there. But there is no way through that I'm aware of from this field into that field. Maybe right down the bottom into the fields further down, but yeah, there's no other way through that way into the field next door, which is... Get my running shoes on. Oh. Right, here we go. So yeah, so there, that's got cotton in it on the other side of the hedge there. This is linseed, lovely, isn't it? It's gorgeous. Such a lovely colour. But yeah, so I mean, I'm hoping to try and get this field and the field that the cotton's in, but yeah, it's just too expensive. I just want too much money, and I don't really want the cotton field until it's been harvested, because I don't want to have to harvest that. So because I can't afford the kit for that, and I don't really want to go leasing it when I don't intend to have any cotton in the fields. But it'd be nice to get this one, because that would be good. You've got grass field here, and then I've got access to this field and the field bean field. Reasonably, good amount of space in here. I can't remember what size this one is, but the field beans, that's about 3.5 hectare, I think, something like that. So it's a big field. It's not the biggest in the area, but it's not far off. But yeah, so I was just kind of assessing the situation. So that's where we are. So yeah, so as I said, I've been doing a lot of grass work, getting that bank balance up. There's not really much else to do. Well, there are some grass work contracts, but I've done so much grass work, I literally cannot be bothered to do any more. I'm all grassed out. And not only that, but I've got my grass field, which is almost ready for harvesting as well. So I'm going to have to do that one at some point. But yeah, so right, I'm going to walk back. So I'll pick things up with you when I get back to the farm. See you shortly. Okay, here we are, back at the farm. So, yeah, what's been going on here then? Right, well, both tractors have been quite actively used. I've been swapping them out, doing the different grass jobs, etc. They've both had an interim service as well, so they are... They've been sorted out, so to speak, in that respect. What else we got going? So yeah, I've been bagging up some compost. This has certainly been working quite well, and it's churning through. I think going to need to top that up with some grass. So that's quite an event. That is getting that forage wagon over here. What else have we got? Manure, yes. So I don't know if it was in the last episode or whether I did it off afterwards, but I filled that up from the manure heap over there, and then I've filled the manure heap up with manure from the sheep and the pigs. But as you can see, I already have a huge pile of manure to sort out there. And I don't know if you can see over in the distance there, you might just be able to see that there is a smaller pile of pig manure. So we're definitely getting a lot of manure produced, far more than I can use at the moment, but obviously that will get used. Certainly when I've got that field cultivated again, which the oilseed radish is pretty much ready to go. I guess so next month that will be, once we get into August, that will be done. I've sold off quite a lot of produce as well. The fresh produce that I can't really store anywhere, so that's gone. A lot of strawberries, chilies, etc., lettuce, so on. So that's all gone. So yeah, what else have I been up to? So oh yeah, so that compost, I'm gonna have to get that moved because I've only got 3 bags. I'll put 1 bag in each of the orchard areas there to try and boost the production of fruit. So yeah, so okay, so here. So what have we got here? Yes, so I was getting a little bit fed up, to be honest, using this to do all the manure. It's excuse me, it's not got a big capacity. So when I was trying to hump all that manure into the manure pit and so on, I just thought, do you know what? It's going to take ages. So I actually went out and I've got a used bucket there, which is quite big. But I then had to go out and get a weight, because when that's full, without this weight at the back, you can't raise it. So it was starting to go forward, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to have to get a weight for this. So I've got the weight as well. So we're all good to go there. Stone picker, as you saw from the last episode. Oh, yeah, okay, I could really do with something better. Certainly if I've got that 3.5 hectare field to de-stone, so to speak, that's going to be an absolute nightmare with that small thing. So yeah, so we're doing well with the pigs. Pigs are all looking good, health-wise, food-wise. Chickens all looking good. Got loads of chickens. Sheep, yep, they're all looking good, health-wise, food-wise. Everything is looking good. So we're in a really good position. And raring to go for some more exciting farm work. But at the moment, it's still just grass. So what I'm going to do is, I've rambled on for long enough, because we are in the we're at the end of, well, afternoon now, nearly 3 o'clock. The last thing I want to do is do any more grass work. As I said, I'm just I can't face it. So I am going to basically go off camera, procrastinate around the farm for the rest of the afternoon, and then I will pick things up with you in August, and hopefully we will have some decent work to do, and I'm hoping that I might be able to get out and work with the some of the local farms with their harvest, if they've got any harvests going, if they're started next month, to maybe just sort of see what goes on, get some experience out there, probably drive the trailer or something, and just to kind of do it. I'd rather kind of, you know, get a little bit of hands-on in the whole process before I start doing it myself, because obviously at the moment it's just me. So it might benefit me as well, because I might be able to get somebody to come along and help me when I'm doing mine. So, you know, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours, kind of thing. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, I will see you in a matter of seconds. Right, what can I do? Who knows? Welcome back. We are now in August, but unfortunately there is still not much going on. It's still just basically baling jobs. However, I have made a few inquiries after I left you about another field, because as I wasn't really doing much, I went out and had a bit of a nose about, looking at the field beans and canola, etc. again. And the bottom of the hill from the field beans is another field with barley that is pretty much ready to harvest, and that's got a gate entrance to it, but a big opening into the field beans. So I was thinking, okay, the price was pretty good as well, so I've basically made inquiries on that one. So hopefully we'll get that one picked up, add that one to the list of fields that we can utilise, or we own. Okay, it's a lease agreement, but whatever. So yeah, that might help, because we get that barley. There's obviously money in that crop, and then it will allow us to effectively work our way up, because that one's ready to harvest. We'll have a nice empty field, and then do the field beans and then up into the canola. Well, at least that's the idea anyway. But other than that, there is only baling jobs. So what I am going to do is, because I've got the grass field to do over by the trees there, I am going to basically start the day, because it's quite early, and get that cut, basically prepped and baled, wrapped for silage to bring back and, well, store somewhere else around here, to basically get them ready to sell, because we've got to wait until January really to get the good, the best pricing for that. So that's what I'm going to do. I might just pop this into a quick cinematic. Yeah, I probably won't do it for too long, maybe a couple of minutes or something, and that'll be about it. So I'll do all of it, mowing, rowing, baling, wrapping, and then end up with me dropping it off here. So I shall see you shortly, and while I'm on doing that, I shall figure out what else I can do, because other than that, the oilseed radish, oh, you just walked over my grave, shivered down the back then. Yeah, other than that, the oilseed radish is ready to go, but I'm not really sure that it's a good idea to do that yet. I mean, when can we? Might do it a bit later, because what was I going to do in there? Wheat, barley, so I can't seed anything. So if I do that later, I can get that field prepped. So I'll have to cultivate it, lime it, roll it, or spread and then roll, or whatever the order is that I need to do. I can't remember now. I'm going to have to remind myself what the order is, but get all of that done. I might be able to do that on the final day, or in late August, and then I'll move into September. I could do it at the beginning of September. I'm going to have plenty of time to do that. But anyway, I digress and I ramble on and waffle away like I normally do. I've kind of stood here as well because I'm not sure which tractor to use. Right, well, leave that with me and I'll pick you up later. All right then, see you in a bit.
I don't belong in the desert. I've never longed for someone's hand. But when you came straight from nowhere, 1 minute I was over that. We saw the world from the same perspective, though I was there to breathe again. And I went straight for what you wanted, through the desert there and back again. Whenever you need days will pass and we'll get older. We'll guide each other there. Through anything and back here again. I guess the desert took us there. Whenever you need my guidance, whenever I can hold you still, then all we know is when we get there. Through anything and back again. And if you knew the way you get me, whatever we were born to do, then all we know is when we get there. The desert won't be
Right, okay. Right, some other things I want to get done after doing that grass work is get the composter into the orchards, and I also want to move that those 2 wool pallets into storage here. So let's get on with that. I've got the old John Deere warming up in here. I think that weight is probably a bit overkill, but it was what was on there, so that will do. So we're all hooked up and ready to go. So I'll stick them up there next to those ones. Right, let's get on with this. Come on, sheep, out the way. I don't want to impale you. Oh, that's not a good place to lie down there, really. Right, I'm going to have to go to... Alright. Okay. That's about the right size, a bit high though, so let's get that lowered down. Still seems a bit high, yeah. Let's hope this works. Oh, sorry, I'm concentrating hard on what I'm doing, so not talking at the same time. Right, let's get this Oh, I was trying to get this one. Where are you going? Will you sheep stop walking through me? Excuse me. Right. So once I've got this one done, I'm gonna have to swap over to that. See if I can do it. Let's see if I can actually do it from in here. Yeah, okay. Right, I'm gonna have to get out and disconnect. Hook up the bag. I could have left that on, couldn't I? And just hooked them up with that, but whatever. Oh. Too late now, I've done it. Right, let's go and get the compost. I do like this old tractor. Right, let's get there. Oh, wrong way. Okay, maybe it was a good idea to have that weight on for this. Right, let's get down to that bottom end. Start down here. Start down here with the apples. Why are you leaking everything everywhere? Alright. And just like that. Oh, I should have lowered the bag hook really, shouldn't I? So I didn't get stuck on any trees. Right, number 2. which will be the pears. So they've got water. They're hooked into the irrigation system, so they have water. Oh. Where are you going? Oh. Crazy sheep. Alright, last one for the apricots. Let's get this one going. Right. And then we're done. And I think what I'm going to do is pick up that grass contract, which is, as I think I've said, I don't know if I did. Did I say it was a grass contract? No, I can't remember. I might have done. Anyway, there is one. It's right down by, what is it, Pine Creek or whatever, by the biogas plant down there. It's just along from there, and the bales need to go to the biogas plant. So it's a bit of a long-winded one because I've got to TED it and windrow it, but yeah, so be it. It's paying just under 10,000 to do the work, plus whatever else I get from the bales, but they're hay bales, so I doubt there'll be a lot of money in it. But it kind of uses up the afternoon, but I was hoping to get some decent kind of. Let's undo this. Undo it. Why is that not? Why is that not? Why is that not doing anything? Maybe I don't need to. Ah. There we go. That's better. In fact, I can leave this here. So there we are. 4 bales stacked up. Really do need to do something with all this manure that I've got lying around. I've got that field there I could do. I don't want to do that just yet. I'd rather leave that till later in August. I've got that field of barley once I've got the lease sorted, but I can't do anything about that just yet until I've got the go ahead. So I think, yeah, I think it's go and crack on with this grass work and then see where we are after that. So I'm going to use the JCB, so I'm going to need to unhook that. And I won't do this on camera because I've already done a grass work job. So see where things are afterwards. Alright, see you in a bit. Good morning. We are a bit later in August now. I kind of did a few bits and bobs. Wasn't much else going on, but I got the grass work done. Potted about on the farm a bit. Got the lease sorted on this field. And here we are, bright and early. It's been a bit of a pain getting stuff down here without trying to destroy the crop. I've managed to get this in. I've kind of driven through that hedge. To be honest, since I've got both of these fields leased, I might, let me just climb over here. I might actually look to kind of dig that hedge out to give myself a little bit more space. To be able to get the tractor in, because it's very difficult without driving over crop. And let me just climb back over, and you can probably see I just walked through here. I've had no choice but to drive on a bit here, but I think it was going to be a lot worse if I brought the harvester in and was trying to maneuver it round. So I managed to get the tractor in. I used the JCB because it's more maneuverable for tighter spaces than the JCB. So it's massive overkill for the trailer, but so I managed to get it into a position where I could drive the harvester through the gate and basically attach to the header, and then move the trailer out of the way. So it's a bit tight there. I don't know if I'll be able to get through there. I might be able to, but I might. Oh, I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. But yeah, so so yeah, it was not as much space as I thought it was. But once you get things down, it's all right looking at it when you're down here on foot, but walking around. But when you've actually got trailers and headers on them and tractors and everything else, you realise just how big everything is and how small these open spaces actually are. So yeah, but yes, but it's an absolutely gorgeous morning though. Lovely and warm, cool breeze. But yeah, so this is the job for today, or this morning at least. What I want to do is get this done, and then potentially crack on with the oilseed radish. But yeah, but I'm not going to do this now in this episode because I want to get a nice cinematic. Obviously I've got to, because it's just me, I've got to get back and get the trailer to put the barley in. So I'm going to have to drive this through, get it as far as I can, fill it up, and then walk round to get the no, in fact I could probably just use this tractor then, because I might have a bit of space here to get it round. So yeah, whiz round, get the trailer. It's hooked up to the JCB, so I can do that, and hopefully I'll have a bit more space. But yeah, so I'm going to call time on this episode, and we'll pick things up pretty much from where we've left off, where we are here in the next episode. So yeah, thanks for excuse me, thanks for watching. I hope this hasn't been too dull. I'm not really sure whether a lot of my episodes are dull and boring, because there's not constant farming going on. There's a lot of sort of talking and discussing things, or saying what I'm planning on doing, etc., making little bits of progress here and there. But if you like what you see, or you think it's worth watching, please do subscribe to the channel. It helps my reach. And please do like the video, because that also helps. And please do comment. That would be really great if you could. So yeah, well, again, thanks very much, and I hope you have had a good day, and whatever else is coming later tonight for you, or if you haven't started your day yet, I hope you have a great day. Look forward to picking things up with you in the next episode. Thank you very much. Take care. Have a good one.